Oh man, are you really starting to lose sanity in here? It's not even dark in here. Pretending that it's all dark and stuff. You're crystal clear. We cut some bruises. Jeez. I still think Daniel's a fucking pussy. Oh my god! Just open the goddamn chest. Yeah. Close that, jump here. Cause I was like this statue. It was kind of strange. I don't know. I think I can pull it closer to me too. Well, not much closer. Wow. Goodbye. Nothing of interest in here. Wow, really? It's not even dark in there. And he's freaking out like it's dark. Daniel, if you think that's dark, you are going to be in for one hell of a surprise later on, that's for sure. Oh, my goodness. Oh, a letter. Hooray, I get to read, I think. Letter regarding the discovery of an orb. To my much trusted student and friend Johann Weyer. That doesn't sound like I pronounced that correctly. The most remarkable thing happened as I was traveling through the Prussian woods this summer. I finally found one of the orbs I've been looking for the past 20-odd years. It is as inexplicable as the heliodrome is described in the Hortus Conclusus. That was so weird. Told about an underground Mithraic temple crowned with the unearthly artifact. The orb was big enough to fill my cupped hands, and the texture was smooth and jagged. Its color washed while rich. I cannot talk today. Contrast is not enough to describe its nature. It was an impossibility, an artificial paradox captured within stone. I was staying in a nearby village called Aldstadt, investigating one of the antiquated trails when I finally found the cavern. I went inside and suddenly I could verify the truth of these enigmatic artifacts. They were real. I have a feeling that this is by, what's his face? Agrippa. I have a feeling this is by Agrippa because of the Aldstadt reference. As you can understand, this is the most important discovery of my life, but it has also become my greatest fear. As I entered the underground chamber, I could feel that I was trespassing. Because of my curiosity, I did my best to fight these instincts and fetch the orb from its place. I scrambled out of the chamber and into the woods. I could sense something was following me. It bayed loudly as it closed in. The beast, this guardian of the orb, was relentless in its pursuit. I made my way to a nearby ravine where I stumbled upon some men fishing in the lake. I tried to warn them as I passed, but fortunately they remained as I continued my escape. When I heard their cry of pain echo through the valley, I felt such a tremendous sense of relief, thinking I would be spared. You know, I was like slipping up because I thought that said unfortunately instead of fortunately. So I was kind of like, what? Suddenly a blue shimmering light engulfed me, and the colors of the forest were washed away before my eyes. I kept running through the bleak surroundings. The trees had turned charcoal black with leaves of cinder, the ground covered in murky water. I pressed on through the drenched land as the glowing ember gave way to the rising wind and rained on me. I could hear pleading screams in the distance, and I joined in as pain and fear overtook me. I fell to the ground, gasping for air. This certainly must sound strange, but I had been carried miles away across the Alps to a grassy field outside Genoa. The guardian had taken the orb from me, but still until this day I fear its return. This is really worded weirdly, or I'm messed up. Sometimes I wake at night listening for the howling cry here in the forest. It has been nearly a decade since that day, and I still haven't been able to write about the incident. The last time we spoke, you told me about your interest in ongoing research into the mythic orbs, and I realized I owed you the truth about my visit to Aldstadt. Your friend and mentor, Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa. Ha ha ha, I was right about Agrippa. Let's see. No. Local folklore. This one. Yeah. Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa, the well-known erudite, visited Aldstadt at the start of the 16th century. This was about 200 years ago from when this game takes place. He resided in the local inn for a fortnight as he looked for the remnants of a kingdom's past. During his stay, all the prominent members of society paid notice, and he's mentioned in many records of the time. One day, he went to investigate a burrow in the northern Muscades, only to never be seen again. Heinrich is known to have passed away in Grenoble some 10 years later. He dismissed the notion of ever visiting Allstadt, which makes you wonder what really happened. I guess we know now. You know? I guess we know now. And yeah, I know I'm just like walking around not cautiously at all, but I don't think there's anything in here at all, so it's okay. What is there? I might end up like screaming or something if there is something in here. But there's like no music either. Oh god. The cracked window panes are held together only by a weak wooden frame. Oh. Wow, that was kind of strange how that happened. And let's pass this real quick. Yeah, that's what I thought. Let's investigate this. I'm not gonna like this at all. Ugh. I don't want to go in here either. There's a note. Portrait of Alexander. Another note. I know not to open that cabinet. Because I don't want to freak myself out. Actually, you know what? I think I will open it just because. Oh, there's skeletons in there. Oh, and then the music starts. Well, fuck you. I would take a sanity hit for that, too. Anatomy Frontiers, 1658, January 9. Further disappointment. The antiquarian's latest findings yielded nothing. I'm still unable to grasp the inner workings of life and its relation to the power I sense within it. I shall pursue more books on the subject, but I suspect it will be in vain. Since no research has been made in my particular interest, I must attempt to fill that void myself. Clearly humans emanate more of the energy I seek, but I hope animals will suffice as they prove less of a hassle to acquire. So apparently there's like some sort of energy that humans have more of than animals. Alright, what was in this room, by the way? There's gotta be like some tinder boxes and shit in here, right? Probably not. We already probably got past it.
Let's see what you have to offer. What a mess. I should have sharpened the saw. But I can sense it. It's definitely there.
And now you start hearing the dogs. It's wonderful. So, chambers of the human skull. Understanding locomotion. Milestones of human anatomy. Understanding balance. The canine jaw. Ew, it's stitched together all roughly and junk. These are them. Oh, there's a little more. Oh, nothing. Okay. Well, let's read this last note. Animal experiment. Canis lupus familiaris. 1658, April 12. After a short study, it is clear that the agitation found among humans can be found in the dog. Fear and pain induce stress, which seem to trigger an endogenous response, causing the animal to burst with energy. I believe that the catalyst is produced in the brain. It is difficult to determine exactly where and what it is, but I can sense it. It reeks of cosmic genesis. Cosmic genesis, really? There is an inherent problem in harvesting this energy, since the creature is bound to die from the exercise. I must refine this process of torture to enable any real work to be done. More experiments must be performed, but it seems that only human beings are able to produce the amount necessary. It might be their ability to appreciate the severity of the process that ultimately augments their experience of terror. So now we know for a fact that whoever wrote these notes is whatchamacallit, torturing these things. Oh my god, I just had the most wonderful idea. Is torturing these things for some sort of energy. For a cosmic genesis. I like that, cosmic genesis. And boom! Oh, dang it. I was hoping that would do the trick. What the fuck? I thought that would work. Alright, let's see if we can find something else. Maybe in here, like a book or something. Maybe a book will be strong enough to do what I need. Since they ain't sticking here in too long because it's dark. Daniel freaks out over the fucking dark. Like a fucking pussy. Okay. Really? Am I not aiming at the right spot? I saw a tinderbox out there. What the fuck do I need to do? Do I need to, like, bash a chair through there or some shit? Let's try that. Let's try a chair. Although, if this doesn't work, I'm obviously doing something wrong, right? The outdoors. It's so beautiful. If only I can get out of it. Alright. Let's get the tinderbox. I'm scared. I don't like this. It's so precarious. Okay, there we go. That's better. I like that better. The castle actually looks quite lovely. Even though it's absolutely terrifying. You can see the shadow has gone to the outside too. Dude, it was just a tree. Stop freaking out. Yeah, you can most definitely see the shadow has already gotten to the outside, so even if we were to run, we wouldn't really get far. Alright. Get in here because Daniel's freaking out over the lack of light outside. Elevator renovation plans. ... Get out of here. I said get out. Ugh. There isn't much to see on there anyway. Ooh. When will it be my turn? Have I not shown restraint? My patience spans centuries. From where I came, mankind has not even wasted a breath, yet I bow to you. I have done so much for you, and I've gained nothing in return. Agrippa, I trusted you. It was I who, in all fairness, should have entered that gate. Elevator schematics. Using steam power for elevation. Chamber controller. There's this one in the back somewhere. Energy decelerator. Oh, emergency decelerator. Whoops. Well, let's close the door even though there's probably nothing out there. Elevator machine instructions. If the elevator breaks down again, make sure to use the steam engine to build up pressure before channeling it into the machinery. Adjust the levers to get the right amount of pressure inside the chamber. The meter should read up 8 and down 8. Make sure the flow is set according to the following chart. Trinity steam set functions, 4-phase amplitude, complete steam flow cycle. Note that the machine will not check proper configuration until all rods are inserted. Okay, well, oops. Why is it? Alright. It is not really that dark in here, but I guess we're freaking out over it. Yep. Could've told you that was coming. There's a chest, I can't miss that. Loot! Alright. GTFO chair. Okay. Let's get out of here, there's nothing more to be seen in here. I don't really understand why that's scary. I mean, it's just a tree, for fuck's sake. You know, Daniel's shaking like a leaf in the wind. He climbed out of bed and looked out the window. It was completely dark. He waited, glanced at the old clock, and waited some more. 4 o'clock, he thought. It's enough. Alright, I think I'm pretty much done for tonight, so I will be recording more soon, but probably not until Thursday. Oh, no, I can fall off. Oh, I knew there was fall damage in this game. Oh, barely conscious. That was probably stupid. Alright. Well, done for today. Bye.